Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. Rich Tarani here. Thanks for watching us. On our program is Todd Abbott. He is the SVP of Global Sales and Marketing at Sonos. Todd, welcome to the show.
It's great to be here.
So many people who have been in the communication space for a decade and a half or more know your company as a leader in the soft switch space, having really been one of the founders of that market and enabling this rapid transition to voice over IP communications. But your company is so much more now. How would you like us to think of Sonos today in terms of your product portfolio?
Yeah, so Sonos is going through a pretty big transformation right now, moving from an IP infrastructure company to really delivering the technology to enable UC in the cloud for enterprises. Ultimately, we believe those services will be deployed through partnerships, through channel partners and service providers. But it's really about leveraging the SIP protocol for what it was designed to do, which is really enable unified communication. And we believe it will ultimately be delivered through the cloud. And the key technology to enable that is SBCs. As you consolidate voice onto data, you need to have an underlying protocol and technology that's going to enable the management of the voice call flows across an IP infrastructure, but at the same high quality that every user depends on and expects with a voice call. So what SIP really has done in the initial introduction of that technology in SBCs is to enable voice and data to consolidate. And we have leveraged our experience base on TDM and IP to the service provider to enable them to start to consolidate voice and data. We're seeing the same trend in the last 2 or 3 years with enterprise customers taking their voice and data trunks and consolidating them onto a SIP-based trunk. Step one or phase one of the deployment of SIP and SBCs, really cost-driven. But the next phase is the one that's really most exciting. And that's the one where we move from a very premise-based UC implementation to a cloud-based UC implementation, all enabled by SIP. But it's going to require a very strong access technology of SBCs to ensure that we still deliver that high quality level for the voice element of the UC session.
So if I'm a customer watching this video right now, a potential customer, and I'm considering picking up an SBC to put in my network or a number of SBCs, which products from your company should I be considering?
Yeah, so we introduced recently the SBC 5100, which is underneath a core architecture that we've evolved from our legacy in the telco of understanding what it takes to scale large, complex networks that deliver 5 nines of reliability for voice and data traffic. We've taken that capability and put it into a form factor that both introduces a price point, an entry-level session density box, because SBCs are typically purchased in how many sessions do I need to support at that location. And so we've introduced an entry-level box, yet with the core architecture that comes from our telco heritage, and put it into a form factor, price point, and a usability interface that will enable an enterprise to very simply and easily deploy and manage that infrastructure. So it's now bringing the second generation of SBC into the enterprise.
And so the 5100 is for enterprise, medium to large enterprise, and then small carriers as well?
Yeah, so it will be deployed within carrier networks, just like its larger member of the family, the SBC 5200, that's been out for 18 months or so. That's been deployed in many of the carrier networks, peering box between wide area connections to handle that SIP traffic, and also at the edge. So it now that 5100 will be deployed in telco infrastructures, but it really becomes the key technology for enterprises to now SIP enable their location or their enterprise.
Now, with a broader potential base of customers, not just tier 1 carriers, but now you've got tier 2, tier 3, you've got small to medium enterprises or medium to large, depending on what you use as your, I guess, your goalposts for what's large and what's medium size for enterprise. You've got a much larger audience. How do you reach such a broad range of companies around the world?
Well, we began the investment in an enterprise coverage model about a year ago and had some good initial success as we were getting ready with products to be really enterprise ready. The other thing we needed to do was also develop a channel program. So we're announcing a new channel program, Partner Assured, that is going to enable us to extend both the reach to enterprise, but also expand our service and support models to those large enterprise. Many of the UC infrastructures are really serviced and are sold and serviced by business partners. It's a world I come from. I know that partner community well, and we believe they're going to be very critical to our target to the enterprise. Many of them are moving into cloud-based services as they look to diversify their traditional business. And the technology we're bringing is a great diversification technology for them. So the Partner Assure program we're quite proud of. It's been something we've been developing for the last 9 months as we've been going through the transformation here at Sonus. And we're really proud to announce a program that is simple, easy. We tried to make sure it was, as a design point, very simple to engage, sign on, get certified, get up and running with a strategy where we're going to be really recruiting selective partners. We're not going to look to overcover. It's important our channel partners know that if they engage with us, there's going to be opportunities for them to engage with customers with the predictability to make money. So the predictability comes from the simplification of the program, as well as knowing that we're not going to overcover the market. They're not going to be competing against a lot of other Sonus partners. We want to go develop this market together with them.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for being on the program. This is great.
Thank you very much.